Why has humanity turned its back on the deep-sea trenches to pour all its resources into the vastness of space? Companies like SpaceX and NASA are desperate to get humans off Earth as quickly as possible. Is space truly the final frontier? Or is it because down there, right within the blue ocean, an uninvited force exists that has terrified us into looking up at the sky instead of down at our own feet? In 1982, in the freezing waters of Lake Baikal, Russian divers encountered 3-meter-tall entities in silver suits. As they tried to approach, an invisible, crushing force hurled them to the surface. Was this a deep-sea native species, or a hidden civilization from another dimension? Deep in the Mariana Trench, advanced sonar picked up rhythmic metallic pulses. These aren't geological sounds or wails. They sound like an ancient, systematic message echoing from the abyss, waiting for a human answer that we are perhaps not yet ready to fully understand or properly respond to. In 1963, during U.S. Navy exercises, a disc-shaped object dived at speeds that defied physics. It didn't just sink. It seemed to slice through the water without resistance. Scientists were baffled by its motion, suggesting that whatever controlled it possessed technology centuries ahead of our own underwater capabilities. Russian submariners have frequently reported black shadows tracking them silently through the ocean. These massive forms make the steel hulls of their submarines vibrate violently, yet they emit no heat signatures on sonar. When the ships turn to scan, the shadows vanish into the darkness, leaving only fear behind. In 1979, off the Canary Islands, a giant light sphere shot out from the sea. It illuminated the entire night sky with a blinding blue glow before vanishing into the atmosphere. Was this a top-secret military experiment, or a vessel from a civilization we have yet to discover? How many modern submarines have vanished without a trace, leaving only eerie silence? There are no explosions, no SOS signals, just a sudden loss of contact. We are left wondering if these vessels were claimed by the depths, or by a force that considers our presence a deep-sea violation. Imagine an object moving at hundreds of kilometers per hour underwater without creating a wake or bubbles. These are not legends, but documented reports from military commanders who watched in disbelief. It defies everything we know about hydrodynamics, suggesting a propulsion technology that remains completely beyond human reach. Deep in the Atlantic, sonar has mapped perfect geometric structures, standing tall like sunken skyscrapers. They exist where sunlight never reaches, in the absolute dark of the ocean floor. Who built these and why are they hidden so deep? Perhaps they are the remnants of a world older than our own. In the Arctic, hydrophones have captured rhythmic, machine-like vocalizations. These aren't the cracks of shifting ice, but structured, repeating sounds that resemble an ancient language. The ocean is communicating, and for those trained to listen, the message is clear. We are not the only ones speaking in the deep. A violent, unexplained collision near Alaska once disabled a massive U.S. submarine. There were no enemy ships, no navigation hazards, just a solid, immovable mass that suddenly appeared on the sonar. It seemed as if something was guarding its territory, warning us to stay away from the frozen deep. Ghost machines regularly appear on radar, defying the laws of gravity and water resistance. They move with an intelligence that suggests a pilot, yet they vanish into thin air when we try to intercept them. Are they just advanced drones, or are we witnessing technology from another world? Divers in the Mediterranean report giant, glowing circles appearing under the full moon. They pulse with a rhythm that feels less like a natural phenomenon and more like a deliberate signal. Could these be beacons for someone or something, waiting patiently beneath the waves for the right moment to emerge? How can objects move at such high speeds underwater without emitting any heat? Physics says this is impossible, yet reports keep surfacing. It suggests a propulsion method that manipulates the water itself, a silent, energy-efficient way to travel that puts our best military engines to absolute, total shame. The Tonga Trench is home to mysterious, rhythmic machine noises detected by modern sensors. These are not geological events, but deliberate, mechanical pulses. If an ancient, intelligent society is indeed operating down there, the Tonga Trench might be the gateway to their vast, unseen underwater metropolis. In the Baltic Sea, divers found metal objects that refuse to corrode despite centuries of saltwater exposure. The metal is smooth, seamless, and completely alien to any known Earth-based alloy. It sits there, a silent monument to a time or a place we do not yet comprehend. 95% of the ocean remains unexplored. We obsessively look toward the stars, hoping for contact, while right beneath our ships, a different reality unfolds. What if we are looking in the wrong direction, ignoring the deep, dark secrets that have been watching us since the dawn of time? Some USO reports describe objects changing shape instantly when hit by spotlights. They shift from solid spheres to flat disks, seemingly adapting to our presence. This suggests a form of smart matter or advanced cloaking technology, wielded by beings who understand physics in ways we are only beginning to grasp. The Caribbean is a hotbed for USO sightings and strange, repetitive sonar frequencies. Thriving with history, it now harbors mysteries that defy explanation. Sailors speak of lights dancing beneath the surface, while sonar records frequencies that sound like a countdown, echoing from the deep to the world above. Near Bermuda, submarines have witnessed brilliant blue lights shooting up from the depths before vanishing. These aren't bioluminescent creatures. They are directed, powerful energy sources. Could these be the propulsion systems of craft returning to their bases, hidden deep within the treacherous, uncharted canyons of the sea? If an ancient civilization settled the ocean long before humanity, are we trespassing on their domain? The violent warnings reported by our Navy might not be aggressive acts, but rather defensive measures to protect a fragile, secret world from the noisy, destructive reach of our modern exploration. In the North Sea, objects have been seen hovering over the water before plunging in without a single splash. The water at the impact site remains eerily calm. This defies every law of fluid dynamics, indicating a craft that controls gravity itself, sliding into the ocean as if it were air. Deep-sea creatures are bizarre, perfectly adapted to extreme pressure. But what if some of these creatures are actually biological machines, or beings engineered for the deep? They might be the guardians of this dark world, monitoring our every move from the safety of their high-pressure, lightless home. For sonar operators, the greatest fear isn't enemy ships, but unexplainable rhythmic pulses. When the radar is empty, but the sonar is screaming with complex mechanical patterns, the silence on the bridge becomes heavy. It is the realization that we are not the masters of the deep ocean. Governments hide USO reports marked top secret. They know the deep is not empty, and they fear what would happen if the public truly understood. Perhaps they maintain the secrecy to prevent mass panic, or perhaps they have reached an understanding with the dwellers of the deep that we cannot fathom. Look down. The deep ocean holds the most shocking secrets of our existence. While we seek answers in the stars, the true neighbors of Earth have been living right beneath us.